guys, it's Empress. Guess what? I'm back with another one. Let's get to it.
It's more than statements, it's a way of life. Celebration. The Mr. Jackson talking.
Alright guys, that's right. I am back. And guess what? We're still stuck in Truth or Dare land, but that's okay because we still got some things to see. Alright, so let's go ahead and get this started. Let's go.
His new film, Truth or Dare, but the reviews of her entrance at tonight's premiere screening are not good. Many of her loyal fans felt snubbed after hours of waiting for a glimpse of the material girl. Narian Clan reports.
We want Madonna! We want Madonna!
Cry as they may, Madonna was unmoved by the fans or the paparazzi. Not a wave or a turn. In case you missed her, Madonna is a lady in black hair that is, as she entered the Pacific Cinerama Dome for the premiere screening of her new movie, Truth or Dare. The hair and the entourage got her in almost undetected.
Okay, did I miss that updo? I don't think I seen the updo in some of the press. Maybe no, I don't know. But anyway.
And most of the fans were disappointed too. Some of them had waited for hours.
What's her name? Neri? That's interesting. Never heard that before. Neri. Interesting.
So we're all real disappointed because she doesn't support her fans. And the people that have made her.
Real disappointed. Yeah, it's not fair. She should have at least given us a minute because she knew we waited out here all day.
At least fans got a better look.
How y'all feel about that? Like, what is that she giving her? Like a quick picture, like, "Hey, what's up, y'all?" Or just a "Hey, what's up, y'all?" You know, like I get where the fans come from. She could have given a little, "I see y'all, my folks," or something. You know what I mean? Like, oh, okay, get the people what they want. Get the people what? Again, she's still here, so let's go.
Yes. Madonna fan?
Yes, I am, and I wanted to find out some things that I've never known about her before, I suppose, yeah.
Of course I'm a Madonna fan. Why did you come tonight? Because she's my friend and I want to be supportive of her.
The film is billed as an intimate, no-frills look at the singer during her Blonde Ambition tour. The early reviews?
I thought it was fantastic. I was really impressed.
I'm Nightcast.
See, she rubs her eyes just like anyone else.
Star was there, kind of in a low-profile fashion, which is unusual. But, you know, she is an original and then some, I think, on screen, on stage, and in real life. If the unpredictable and the unexpected have had a lot to do with Madonna's worldwide superstardom, she once again made good use of those qualities tonight. Madonna pulled a real Michael Jackson, showing up at the premiere of her movie looking so unlike Madonna, the fans and the photographers hardly recognized her. A very unconventional entrance for the star of what is definitely a very unconventional movie.
They say she put Michael Jackson.
Madonna, Truth or Dare, in fact, is an unusually raw and raucous, candid camera kind of documentary look at the lady and her lifestyle.
I'm making this movie because I'm not afraid of the truth. I know people say all kinds of things about me, but they really have no idea all the that really goes on in my life.
One thing that goes on in her life is music making, and Truth or Dare does have a lot of that. But mostly the movie is very personal and very provocative in a way only Madonna could make it.
They say that you can't do the scene tonight, otherwise you'll be arrested.
So what's considered?
When you stick your hand in your
I'm so desperate.
For what, honey?
For some fun.
Yes, for some fun and love. Truth or Dare does get self-indulgent and even self-important at times, but it is always...
Yeah, I know he looked like, shout out to this show called Paper Dolls. He looked like the dad who played the father figure, Paper Dolls. It was kind of like a low-rate Dynasty Dallas type thing. Morgan Fairchild played on there. I think he could stay up for 2 seasons. Shout out to Racine. All right, anyway, let's go.
self-revealing, and even as it goes from the brash and the bold to the crude and the rude, you might say, you really kind of get to know this person in a whole new way, and that I think, is an achievement for any movie. So I had a good time.
All right, so see, he was cool with it. He had a good time, right? One of the cool reporters.
The Material Girl has some new material tonight, and it will give movie fans a chance to see if indeed blondes have more fun. Francesca Capucci is out with one of our news.
I was finding it so funny, like, when an artist, like, is in, like, a whole different era, right? Like, some years have passed, sometimes decades. And, like, they show, like, the old picture. Like, she don't even look like that no more.
Fans at the Arena Club with a live report on Madonna's new movie and the stars who showed up to see the first look at it tonight. Francesca.
Yes, thanks very much, Annie. This party is as star-studded as the premiere. I talked with several of the celebrities
Hey, she try to look like Madonna.
who saw the film, and this is what they had to say.
It's an interesting movie about freedom of art. You can figure out what that means, can't you?
I thought she revealed a lot of interesting aspects of her life and her relationships, and I thought it was very brave.
Oh, God, what can you say? The woman is incredible. I mean, she's my idol now. I mean, has never been anybody like her, and there never will be anybody like her.
I dare you to stop touching!
But Madonna, who was sporting a new look featuring black hair, had nothing to say. And all the celebrities I talked to seemed to agree that it was racy and controversial, and they enjoyed the film, with the exception of one individual, that one individual being Gary Franklin. He gave it a -10. I asked him if I heard right, and he said, yes, Francesca, I give it a -10. He promises to review it later in the week, so that should be something that will be quite surprising, and I look forward to hearing his review. Reporting live from Hollywood, Francesca Capucci, back to you in the studio.
Who's Gary? Sounds like a hater. Probably like Gary. Wasn't that the husband name in Desperate Secret Susan?
Some of the news footage of Madonna's premiere the other night, The Truth or Dare, opened here in New York City. It really was a tumultuous opening. Paparazzi running.
Yeah, they look like they stepped straight out of a catalog.
Crazy. And as you notice, she's a brunette now, but Kathy has inside information that she has changed her hair color again. When we interviewed her several weeks ago, she was still a blonde, and I kind of got used to her as a blonde, you know? So, okay, here we go. We're going to take...
My little sister always said Regis reminded her of a Ritz cracker. Like, I don't know if that was a compliment or not. But anyway.
Thank you now. I'm getting nervous all over again.
You were a little nervous.
Yeah, I was excited. Here we go up to the 16th floor of the Four Seasons Hotel in L.A., right on the pad, just like Madonna wanted, 6 o'clock at night in black and white. And here's
She always gets what she wants.
That's telling me.
Dang, is Kathy Lee hating? I see them eyebrows.
Madonna, you look great.
Well,
Absolutely beautiful.
I always look good in my nightgown.
Hold on, I'm flattered. And how about this shirt?
You know, it's
And don't let Regis fool y'all. I seen Regis on that Playboy documentary.
strange. I feel strangely drawn to this shirt. And I'm wondering why.
Yes, I know why.
It has a scent to it.
I interviewed Warren Beatty in this shirt. He loved it so much, I went out and bought him one.
Oh, really?
So I thought, well, I'll break out the shirt.
Well, how do you feel in it? Do you feel like a heel in that shirt?
Should I? Or should I feel like Warren Beatty? Look at them. They won't leave us alone. Yes, I've got Madonna here. But this is it, Madonna. This is your town. Look.
That's right.
You're the biggest star in the world. There it is, Los Angeles. Century City out there. Brentwood. The ocean.
There's my house up there.
Hollywood Hills. And there's your house way up there, huh?
You're standing in front of my camera, Regis.
Do you like it out there?
I adore it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which do you prefer, Central Park
West?
or...
Depends on what kind of a mood I'm in. If I want to be left alone, I live here, and if I want to sort of stir up some trouble, I go to New York.
You know, I read in Vanity Fair that you could get away with walking the streets better in New York than out here.
Well, I can get away with walking in the streets in New York because everybody walks in the streets here in New York. No, but there's no pedestrians in L.A. So
But you
really
put your little
stand
hat on and nobody recognizes.
Yeah. On the other hand, they hang out in front of my apartment building a lot more than they do in front of my house.
You see, that would drive me crazy.
Well, it does drive me crazy.
Oh, nothing you can do about it.
Nothing is legal.
Yeah, that's right. Now, the last time we all saw you was at the Academy Awards.
Yeah.
You looked great. You sang the heck out of that song. But am I the only guy who recognized that the $20 million earring from Harry Winston
was hanging,
slipped off and fell right here?
Well, I don't know. I think a lot of people saw that.
Oh, did they?
I think Ron Winston saw it more than anybody.
Right. You didn't want that thing to fall. And I was saying, oh, God, if it falls off, it's really going to bug her, you know. Who knows what's going to happen, but it stayed right there.
I know, isn't that nice?
Yeah. Did you feel it slipping?
Yes, and I felt like a retard.
Did it drive you a little crazy?
Yeah, who wants an earring hanging on their hair?
But nobody else. No, not many people noticed it.
I hope so.
But you and Michael Jackson, now you see, I would be at a loss to talk to Michael Jackson as you're driving in the limo and all that traffic. What do you talk about with Michael Jackson?
What do we talk about? Well, first I beg him not to wear sunglasses. And of course he complies.
Of
Because
course.
I'm stronger than he is.
That's right.
I get what she want. Okay. Yeah, I mean, that's the king of pop, not wearing them glasses. So let's go.
And then we exchange powder puffs.
So you both look wonderful.
We both powder our noses and we compare bank accounts. I don't know.
Dynamite guy.
Yeah, he's great.
And he's
great.
Naturally, everybody was looking at the twosomes as they walked up.
I know.
You guys got the most recognition. Let's face it, two of the superstars of our time.
Yeah. Thanks.
Now, the Marilyn Monroe thing, everybody says, well, Madonna keeps looking like Marilyn Monroe. And you do.
Sometimes.
People are saying, well, does she want to be Marilyn Monroe? Is she fascinated by her? Or is it coincidence?
Of course I'm fascinated by her like everybody else, but it's more me paying homage to her than I don't want to be Marilyn Monroe. I mean, I want to live, first of all.
Sure.
And I want to be happy. And I would say that the one thing that I could relate to as far as her persona goes is that she, I think her sexuality was a big part of her persona, and I think people were rather obsessive about that,
Yes,
and I can relate to that. Yeah. So that's why I make references to her
I must tell
in my
you.
performances and stuff.
But now everybody wants to be a blonde. Did you see Entertainment Tonight? Everybody's going blonde this
I know,
summer.
and I think I'm going to
really?
do something about that.
Absolutely. Now, how are we on Evita?
So all the girls was like, oh, give me that bottle of peroxide.
Are we getting close to that?
Yes, well, we're standing on a balcony. That's a good start. But how many people have gathered down the street? Nobody.
But Evita is sort of an elusive movie that keeps escaping
I know,
people.
I know. Well, it's a difficult movie to make because it's a very grand movie. It's very expensive, and I think Hollywood's a bit nervous about making such a grand movie.
Already, I can't wait to see this movie. Like, again, I know Faye Dunaway played her. I know Olivia Newton-John wanted to play her, R.I.P. ONJ. But I've never, like, really seen, or I never seen, I'm sad to this movie, like, I've never really heard about her, except one time I was reading a Lana Turner documentary, and they was like, she was so fascinated with Lana. I'm sorry, I said I was reading a Lana Turner documentary. I was reading Lana Turner's autobiography, and also another book about Lana Turner. That's my girl, top 3 favorite old Hollywood actresses. But anyway, she was so obsessed with Lana. Lana was like, what? This lady tripping. She want to look like me. Anyway, let's go.
Right now, because, everybody's trying to, make movies for less right now.
Right.
And maybe this isn't such a good movie to make in a time when everyone's trying to practice moderation.
That's right.
On the other hand, I certainly don't want to be involved in it if it's, a mediocre production.
Sure.
So either do it grandly or don't do it at all.
So we got some big decisions coming up.
Yeah.
We're going to see you before that, or pretty soon now, in the Woody Allen's latest movie.
Yeah. Yeah.
You happy with
As a brunette.
As a brunette,
Yeah.
yeah. So tell me about working with Woody.
Well, it was, he's an elusive creature.
Is this that A League of Their Own movie? Try to come slow.
Really a man in charge, though, which I have to admire. It was great. It was a bit confusing to begin with because he's not real talkative, he's not real sociable, and he doesn't really say a lot. You have to be pretty confident about yourself and what you're doing there.
I did one of his first movies, Everything You Wanted to Know About Sex.
You did
I
that?
played a panelist, and I must tell you, you hit the nail right on the head.
Yeah.
I said, Woodman, what do you want me to do? What are my lines? And the Woodman said to me, Reg, anything you want to say.
Yeah.
And then he walked away.
That kind of freedom is sort of daunting.
Right. And everybody says, what a director. Boy, he gets the best out of his actors. Well, he may.
Well, this is what he does that's so great, is that he casts you perfectly.
I see.
And basically, I think he hires people to sort of exude what they already exude,
Yeah,
so
sure.
It's not a question of trying to be somebody else,
He brings out the best in you.
Yeah.
And you felt that's what happened here.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, that's terrific. All right, Madonna, when we come back, we're going to talk about Truth or Dare.
Where are we going?
Well, you and I are going to stay right here, but you're going to leave us, and we'll be right back in just a moment.
Grab my hype.
All right, here comes part 2 of our interview with Madonna. We go back to the 16th floor of the Four Seasons Hotel in Los Angeles for our black and white interview with Madonna.
Hey, Captain Lee hated, right? Why she looking at Regis so hard? What's going on? Dang, look at that face.
Look at this. Does anybody know Madonna and Regis Philbin are right here? Look, I'm waving. People, look, you'll be thrilled. Madonna in her peignoir.
Be careful, there's a paparazzi down there.
Paparazzis. They're everywhere. Now let's talk about Truth or Dare, your new movie.
Okay.
I thought it was a terrific idea to go behind the scenes of your tour, which of course was all over the world. And
Yeah.
I enjoyed a lot of it, but you know, I read that Vanity Fair article, so back to that for a moment, and your manager was a little bit comme ci, comme ça about it. Skeptical, saying maybe you reveal too much of yourself, and I'm sure that's what the critics are going to say too. Some of them are going to wonder, will this come back to haunt Madonna? Did she go too far? I know you like to shock people and so on. Now, how do you feel about it?
I feel great about it. I don't think that it revealed too much of me because I feel like that is a small part of my life, and I feel that there's so much more. And I'm not. On the other hand, you know, critics may say that I didn't reveal enough. You know.
This is crazy. Nobody talks about this on film?
Talks about what?
The insanity of doing this all on a documentary. Well, this is a serious matter you're thrown, yes?
Why should I stop here?
But does anyone say it?
Who's anyone?
Well, anyone that comes into this insane atmosphere, you realize they all feel it when they come into this atmosphere. When they come into your dressing room, when they come wherever you are, they feel crazy. Now, do they talk about it?
No, they accept it.
Well, why don't they talk about it?
Because.
Well, you want to think about that, don't you?
No, I don't. Let's get back to me.
Okay. If you want to talk at all off camera, you have nothing. She doesn't want to live off camera. She wants to talk. Nothing to say off camera. Why would you say something if it's off camera?
It wasn't just about me. I didn't make the movie to say, okay, this is a story that's just about me and the behind the scenes. To me, it's about the life of a celebrity, the life of a performer, the ups and downs of being on the road and dealing with, you know, all the things that can go wrong, and all the great things about it too. And generally, when you see behind the scene movies or making of movies, making of concerts, whatever, people sort of edit out all the touchy moments or maybe the unattractive sides of people, and I decided that I wanted to show that because that is what a person is made of. So.
I enjoyed your dad calling you on the phone. That was a magic moment for me. And him saying, as most parents will now, Madonna, I didn't want to bother you. Are you sure I can get in? Is there a ticket for me?
That was cute.
So sweet.
Yeah, and you saying anything you want, anytime you want to.
I know, it hasn't dawned on him yet, really.
Yeah.
So.
How did he like the racing aspects of the show?
Well, I think he probably looked down at his shoes in certain sections of his show.
Were you intimidated by having him in the audience?
Of course I was. I mean, a girl's father is always a girl's father, and one always wants to please their father. So, as rebellious as I am, I still, you know, want his approval and stuff. I mean, Dad, I'd love it if you'd come to both shows. I don't know. I mean, it's pretty racy in some sections. I don't know if you could take it 2 nights in a row.
Oh, you had to get racy on me.
Dad, I'm not getting racy. I've been...
Visited your mother's grave while you were in Detroit, I believe it was, right? I wonder how she would have felt about the act, the show.
I think she would have loved it.
Yeah?
Yeah. Yeah.
But you didn't think about toning it down?
You could tell, like, real quick, that was a very touchy kind of spot, right? Just from her reaction. That's, again, you always get these kind of human glimpses. Right?
I mean, you could have edited anything you want out of that movie.
Yeah.
You know, there are a lot of kids in your audience who look up to you, idolize you, and maybe they're seeing things and hearing things for the first time.
But I don't believe that. I believe that all the issues that I deal with in my movie are things that they see every day, everyday life. I think, you know, parents are kidding themselves if they think that their children aren't exposed to these things. And I think it's a good opportunity for them to see it and, you know, and ask questions about it and talk about it and say, what was that, and maybe get their parents to talk about things that normally they wouldn't have. So.
But you do like to shock people. You do like to get them talking.
It's not necessarily shock. What it is, it's getting people to think about things. You know, it's provoking thought, provoking discussion about issues that are important to me. So.
All right, good. I also take it from what I heard in the movie that Sean Penn is still a very special man in your life.
Yeah, this is a favorite topic for a lot of people.
Well, sure, because, you know, I mean, it ended,
That
and
was
yet,
cute.
when you said that...
Well, because I still love him. I mean, I think when you fall in love with somebody just because you're not together anymore or the relationship ends, the love doesn't end.
Mm-hmm.
You just cut off your feelings for a person.
Mm-hmm.
And it was, he played a very important role in my life and affected me very deeply. So, of course, I still care for him a great deal.
I was impressed. You said he had a lot of guts. He took care of things. He did what he had to do in his way.
Yeah.
And you liked being married, didn't you? You liked doing the laundry and tearing those
Well, let's not get carried away. There's something therapeutic about it. There's something grounding about it, but I didn't do it a lot.
You're going to get married again, I would assume, sometime in the future?
Well, if anyone's foolish enough to ask me.
Really, Madonna?
Interesting. Drop the comments below. Did that happen? A repeat? Drop the comments down below. Interesting if it did.
Stuff like that? No, I just wonder what kind of a man is it going to take?
I wonder that, too.
Well, I married myself.
Really?
Happily married, too, but you can see a little attraction. I know you can. Tell me the truth. You find me an attractive man or not?
Do I think you're attractive? Yes, but does Kathy think you're attractive?
No, not Kathy. She's the
Do you think
last.
Kathy's going to like my movie?
I'm anxious to hear what she has to say about it. She too is outspoken.
Really?
But knowing where you're coming
after
from,
my own heart.
knowing what your feelings are about it, now maybe when she sees it, she'll understand why you felt that you had to do this. Did you take a workout today?
Well, I did.
Take a seal here. This is, huh?
Okay, but check that out.
Not bad, Madonna. Not bad. Very good. But check this out. Really, take another.
But you're wearing Warren's shirt. Isn't that his arm?
No, that's... Take another feel and tell me that's Warren's arm. Forget it. Warren wishes he had arms like this. Warren. But what do you think makes a man sexy? Personality?
Absolutely.
Sense of humor?
All those things.
Yeah?
And sense of humor is part of personality.
But you see, you're such a big star now that a lot of guys are intimidated by that. And by you.
Well, then whoever isn't intimidated by it deserves to be with me.
Let him step forward and make his claim.
May the best man win.
That's right. Well, listen, I love being with you, and...
Who doesn't?
And I'm just flattered that you broke out the good peignoir for me. This is a peignoir, isn't it?
Well, this is my nightgown,
Your nightgown, yeah.
But I didn't wear it last night. It's clean, don't worry.
I hope not, because I hate an overnight...
I hate a dirty nightgown.
He's wild. That is wild. But you see, I'm inspiring her. I'm bringing out the animal in Madonna. I could stand here all day. We got the world at our fingertips right now.
I could stand on you all day.
That wouldn't be a bad idea either. We better get out of here. Madonna, it's been terrific. Thanks so much.
Thank you.
I enjoyed it. You're terrific. We'll be back with more of our show.
Interesting day, so we get to see what Kathy Lee thought about it. So I like Regis' interviewing style, right? It's old school, definitely, but it had like characteristics of almost like acting in it a little bit, but he comes across as like a good like old uncle or family friend, right? Like it's just something you like about him. Anyway, drop the comments down below. If you stay home from school at 9 o'clock, you should have been in school, but you saw this live. Drop the comments down below. Also, if you recorded this or something, drop the comments down below and saw it later. What did you think? If your mom saw this, like, that Madonna movie, drop the comments down below. Alright, guys, hope everybody's out there feeling good, staying safe. I'll see you guys next time.